habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. The nations rage, the kingdoms totter. He utters his voice, the earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And if you put yourself into these words, into these scriptures, a river. And Revelation talks to us about the river of life that pours out of the center of the city of Jerusalem, the new city which will be made, the city which is 144 cubits, all of those things that we read about in Revelation 21. This permanent city, the city that needs no sun or moon, the city which gets its light from God himself, where people do not stab one another and do not attack one another. They do not shoot one another. They are not ever mean to one another. There isn't a sinful thing that comes out of the mouth of or the heart of anyone in the new heavens and new earth to come. God is in the midst of her. God is in the midst of the city. This city will not move. Even though everything else falls apart around it, where God is immobile. Where God is permanent. Where God is unshakable, because God is unshakable. What an incredible hope that is. And when you feel like you've got your fingernails on the cliff and you're falling, and you don't feel like you can make it through the rest of the day, let alone the rest of the month or the rest of the year, when it seems like everything and everyone are conspiring against you, the city where God is, where God is, cannot be moved. Well, guess where God is, dear friends and family? For those of you who believe, God is indwelling in you. You are immortal until God calls you home. You are unshakable unless God allows you to be shaken. You are unmovable because God is in you, unless God himself permits you to be moved. And so we have a tension going on here within ourselves. This flesh will pass away. It will dry up like the grass in the hot sun. It's here today and it'll be gone tomorrow. But the true you is unshakable and unmovable because God has claimed you for his own. And God will not let you go. And so even in the midst of turmoil, if the whole world blew up tomorrow, you need have no fear because God will not let you go. And so instead of whining about circumstances, instead of worrying about the things of today, Jesus said, consider the lilies of the field. God dresses them in beautiful colors. How much more God will take care of you. Consider the birds of the air. God provides food for them. God will provide food for you. God provides eternal food. God provides eternal clothing. God provides an eternity that will exist long past this life. And we get caught up in circumstances so easily. We worry about our houses. We worry about our neighborhoods. We worry about our cities. We worry about our country. We worry about things that are going to pass away. Jesus brings in new heavens and new earth. The old will pass away. The new will come. No matter how attached you are to this building, it will be gone one day. No matter how attached you are to your house, it will be gone, or you will be gone from it one day. No matter how attached you are to things that you inherited from your parents, things that you were given by your friends, those things are as rubble because they will be thrown in a heap and gone. But you will persevere because God perseveres you. God strengthens you. God is a refuge for you. And when the world seems like it has just gone to the point that it can't get any worse, God is still there. And God will not be mocked, and his church will never be defeated. God will never allow what is his to be taken away, and that includes you if you are his. And so if you're looking for a refuge in time of